Well, this morning we are shedding the pounds and the years with some simple makeup applications. Five-time Emmy-winning makeup artist, author, and the woman behind our very own gorgeous Meredith Vieira is Eve Pearl. She's here to show us how it is all done. Eve, good morning.
Good morning,
Nice
Emily.
to have you here.
Thank you.
So we're going to show women how they can kind of get a little tricks of the trade.
We all need some of those tricks.
We all need tricks, and you've got some great ones. First, let's start with Nancy, who's turning 50 this week. Happy birthday to you, Nancy.
Friday, Nancy turns 50, and I think
you're going to help her look younger.
Yes, the biggest thing I really want to teach women is to make sure we use the right colors for our under eye. You know, yellow mixed with the blue under eye circles, bad. We want to put salmon color. I just want you to see, when you put a salmon color right underneath the eye, it really will always just smooth everything out, and you'll be sure to smooth out your under eye. So if you have those bags, you've got those
the dark circles, all that discoloration that you tend to get
out.
And before you even did all of that, how important is it to start with a really good moisturizer, especially when you're talking about anti-aging?
Absolutely. Plus, you want to have dual multi-action products. So if you're going to get a moisturizer, have one that has an SPF in it. And if you're going to get any products, it's great to have some nutrients in the products themselves. So moisturize, 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 and make sure you drink a lot of water.
All right, so you've added the concealer, and then another thing you say is not to be afraid of adding color, some shimmer to the eyes, eyeshadows. A lot of people maybe shy away from that.
Shimmers
but you say it's okay.
Shimmers are fantastic. Glitters is what you have to be careful, because we're not 12 years old, so you don't want to have any glitter on your face. But shimmers are actually very nice. I like keeping shimmers all over the eye. If you look at Nancy's eyes, she's got some blues, some greens. If you close your eyes, you can see all the little colors on her. Close your eyes for a second. See all the colors on her eyes.
She has beautiful
And when she opens her eyes, boom,
beautiful, so it just pops.
Yes.
Right?
And she's got those fake eyelashes on. You know, I love those.
Oh, yeah. We're all fans of those. Now, what about, you know, crow's feet, wrinkles around the eyes? What can we do to disguise or camouflage some of that?
A wonderful trick, Natalie, is taking your blush and taking it all the way up, almost up until your eyes. And instead of starting down here, you want to take it all the way up. So what you're doing is you're giving yourself a facelift.
So you're contouring an instant little lift.
Exactly, an instant lift. You're going to have the apple be a little bit higher, so you're just giving yourself a facelift.
All right, and what about for the lips? Because when you age, you tend to, your lips downturn a little bit more, you get more of the wrinkles right around the lips.
Exactly. What you want to do as we get older is we want to make sure that we put a concealer right underneath our lips. And what we're doing is we're creating a border around our lips, and we keep these areas very, very tight, and then we'll make our lips more bow, more cute, and always adorable and pouty.
All right, and what about hands? Because we also get a lot of spots on our hands, and
you want to make sure you moisturize your hands, ladies. You know, they always say that's the first way to tell a woman's age is your hands.
Or the neck, too.
The hands and the neck.
Décolletage.
Exactly, so moisturize, moisturize, and moisturize. Everywhere else, too, that maybe is not shown.
All right, and let's look again one more time at the before and after here of Nancy, if we can. And see the difference. And by the way, happy birthday. Okay, we can't look at that right now, but let's move on over to Fedora over here. And we're going to help Fedora lose about 10 pounds just with makeup. If only it were that easy, right, Fedora?
Well, you know what?
This is Fedora before, and then here she is now. Gorgeousness, beautiful. Okay, let's talk about techniques.
The techniques. Okay, we've all heard, well, the most important thing actually for women of color especially is finding the right foundation color. And what I notice with women, if you start out with a foundation that's exactly actually your skin color, what's going to happen is your skin's going to oxidize a little bit. So even though Fedora is this color of her skin, you want to start out with a lighter color. Because
more
what
of an
happens,
almond color, right?
You want it to be honey toned, because what happens with makeup when your skin is a little oilier, it'll oxidize and make it turn darker. So when you start out with a honey shade, it's going to actually get warmer within 5–10 minutes, and now your face and your body will be the same color. So start out with a lighter shade and use the darker ones to contour.
Okay.
Now, if you're not comfortable contouring with creams, you have darker colors that you can contour with. So when you're using a darker color, you want a thin brush that's like a fan brush, and you go on the edges.
And that's the key to really providing the cheekbone and that slimming effect, right?
Exactly. So if we suck in, you know, we suck in our cheeks, we know exactly where that cheekbone is.
So suck in your cheeks first, Fedora.
There you go. That's where that bottom is. Now look, we all know this. Exactly. We all know this trick. Now here's the key to really making it pop. You take a lighter color, and right underneath that, you put a lighter color. Now you've created that 3D effect. So now you have a dark and you have a light. You have that 3D effect. And then to really make it pop,
instant cheekbones.
Instant cheekbones. You take a little bit of blush and you just smooth it all out.
Right on the apples of the cheek there.
Right on the apples. And this way you won't have any of those harsh lines and everything will look smooth.
And you've got other tips for slimming the nose too, similar.
Slimming the nose,
really
we want to make sure we keep a really, really thin brush going down the nose, no thicker than our pinky nail. Make sure we blend. We don't want any railroad tracks going down our nose. So blending is key for makeup, looking natural.
Eve Pearl, thank you. And ladies, Fedora, Nancy, thanks so much. And still to come this morning, grilling Japanese style. But first, this is Today on NBC.